Hey, you guys, it's Haley Hobson. Welcome to the Getting Kids Back to School for Momtrepreneur webinar. So, this is an interesting subject because as moms, right, a lot of us have this instinct where we want to hang out with our kids all the time. And yet, as entrepreneurs, it can be very tricky to hang around our kids all the time. And I remember when I first started my business and Madeline was just 2, how difficult it was. And even last summer, just a year ago, I was jumping up and down for joy when summer was over. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to have another summer like that again. And I feel like I have come to so many great revelations, and I've come so far over the last year. And I want to talk to you all about how you can be the best mom and also have an entrepreneurial business at the same time. So first of all, I just want to tell you a little bit about me, those of you who don't know me. My name is Haley, and I am passionate about being a mom. I'm passionate about being an entrepreneur. I've built my own business. I've always owned my own business. And this business that I'm in primarily now is network marketing with doTERRA essential oils. And I love essential oils, and I love everything natural and holistic. And I'm passionate about clean eating. And I love this life of natural wellness. And I wanted to incorporate it into that with my family. And my entrepreneurial business has become my family life, and my family life is incorporated into my business. And I'm just really thrilled that I've been able to do that. I believe that all of us should live the life we want and not what others want for us. And I do believe that we have the ability to dream and that our dreams can come true. And I believe in living a whole you lifestyle, which means having balance in all areas of our lives. And that means in our nutrition, managing stress, balance in how we look at our body, in how we think of ourselves, our spiritual practice, our relationships with money, being able to have downtime. I believe that we should have balance, that we need to have balance, and that we can be both amazing mothers and entrepreneurs at the same time. So what I want to cover with you today are some awesome tips to get your personal and business life and goals back on track. And finish off, you can call it the end of the year. We're at the end of summer right now, but I'm specifically talking about like going into a new year as our kids go back to school. And like I said, sometimes it can feel over the summer that we have no business life because we're managing our kids. And sometimes it can feel like we have no personal life because we're with our kids. And I have really figured out a way with my business where I can do both, where I have a personal life, where I have me time, where I can incorporate my kids into my business, and where my business doesn't have to suffer just because it's summer and my kids are around. And I want to teach you guys the same thing. So are you ready? Let's get started with some awesome tips. So the kids go back to school, or they're going back to school shortly, and you may have had a fantastic but somewhat chaotic and crazy summer. And I'm sure all of you have had a daily routine which has suffered. And by the way, that's okay. I mean, in my own life, I've been traveling a lot. We spent the whole month of June in Europe. We're spending half of the month of July in San Diego. Our kids were away visiting grandparents. I've been running around to other parts of the country, and I definitely feel like my routine is off. But at the same time, it was crazy awesome, right? I've been able to travel with my kids. I've been able to do my business on the road, which is so important to me, and with my family. And if the daily routine suffered, it's okay. I'm so open these days to creating new routines wherever I go. And oftentimes when I do travel, I actually don't like to make appointments the first day I'm in a location because I just want to see how I fit into the groove, like how I am here in San Diego. What time is my body going to wake up in the morning? Am I going to want to go exercise right away? Am I going to want to run down the street and grab a coffee? Am I going to want to take my dog to the beach? What time are we going to want to have beach time? So we get into flows, and it's okay to not have your normal routine and shift it around. It's actually good for you, I think. So now is the perfect opportunity, however, as we move towards the end of August, to refocus and to revisit our visions and our dreams that we have for ourselves and our family. My husband Wes and I are down here in northern San Diego County on purpose. I have a yoga retreat that I do every year, but also because I've been really visioning living here for part of our year every year. And I've been dreaming about it. And I've had it on my computer as a screenshot, as a screensaver, and it's been on my vision boards. And I want to make this happen. I want to be here. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been in Boulder, Colorado for the last 12 years or so. Before that, I was in Los Angeles and Southern California on the west side and by the beach, and I've been wanting to get back here. And so I have had a crazy, chaotic summer, but it's back to focus time now because I want to continue to make that vision of being here part-time, possibly, I'm going to say it out loud, owning our own home out here, a reality. And not just getting back into the routine and doing stuff, but refocusing and aligning with our life's true passion and purpose. So I want you to take this focus exercise with me. I want you to revisit your passion. I want you to align or realign with your own purpose. And I want you to think about reigniting your inner flame and becoming brighter and stronger and boosted with energy as you move forward and grow on purpose. That is what I wake up smiling about and running around about because I want to live this passionate life with inner flame inside of me. And once we realign with our purpose and refocus, what do we do next? We set our goals. Passion comes naturally when we align with our life's purpose. And goals keep us on task to fulfill that purpose. If we're not having goals in front of us, it's like we're a ship without a rudder, or we're shooting a dart at a dartboard with our eyes closed or with some type of mask around our face, right? You need to know where you want to go, and you need to want to go where you want to go. And passion will naturally occur when we are in that place. So I want to give you an interesting fact about goals. This is actually very interesting and also kind of scary, but 83% of people have no goals, and 14% of people have unwritten goals. Only 3% of people write down their goals. And the 14% who had specific unwritten goals earned 300% more than those who had no specific goals. And check this out, you guys. Those that wrote their goals down earned 1,000% more than those that had no specific goals. And I don't disagree with this. I don't disagree with this at all. Every month I write down what I want to do. Every year, every quarter, I'm constantly tracking it. I'm visualizing it. I am masterminding with myself and the universe to help it happen. You guys, goals are important. Goals give us direction in our life. They help keep us focused on our life vision and purpose. They help correct us when we veer off course. They help avoid us going into overwhelm, and it helps us prioritize by not taking on too much. Goals are like a GPS that coordinates the map, which is your path to success. So without goals, like I mentioned before, we become rudderless and we float aimlessly through life. So setting goals is really important. You have to set your goals for the next 3 to 5 years. Like 3 years ago, one of my goals was to own a home in San Diego. Then I set my goals for each year. What am I going to achieve? What's my income level going to get to in my doTERRA business? What ranks am I going to hit to get there? How many people am I going to develop into leaders? How many people am I going to be working with? Which places am I going to visit? Where am I going to lead myself? Where am I going to lead others? Who am I going to mentor? Who am I going to help to get to their next ranks? What courses am I going to develop? What pathways? What boot camps? What trainings? Then I set my goals for each month. What are we doing? What am I doing? What is my family doing? What is my team doing? What are my clients doing for the next month? And I always do it weekly and daily as well. You need to set your goals for the long term and then work towards them every single day. Now, this picture's crazy, right? We all go through overwhelm. And as a momtrepreneur, you're going to wear many different hats. And I'm just going to shout out a couple of them. Mom, doctor, wife, bookkeeper, web guru in your business, product expert, chef, taxi driver, CFO, friend, daughter, travel agent, CEO, cleaner, nurse, marketing for your own business, bookkeeper for your own business, the shopper in your house, the networker. And you can go crazy with all the hats that you have to wear if you let it, right? If your thought is that my life is crazy, then of course you're going to feel crazy, and then you're going to go into like non-action mode and nothing's ever going to happen. Overwhelm becomes your circumstance, and your thought becomes, I can't deal with it. So it's pretty scary, and this was just a little piece of it. But the truth of the matter is that you will get pulled in many directions. And the truth of the matter is that you have to get used to it because it keeps on coming at you. Life keeps happening. And this is why I believe that we all need a support system as well. And what is a support system? A support system is a network of people that will help you on your journey as both a mom and an entrepreneur. In fact, it's a network of people that will help you in all areas of your life if you truly want success. And that is key. And as you get more successful in your business, you can even take on more support that you can pay for, right? In the beginning, when I first started my business, I couldn't pay for anything really. So it was like lean on my husband, lean on my friends, lean on my neighbors, lean on my older daughter to help get done what had to get done, right? And then as I asked for support and I gave support to others and my business blossomed and bloomed, I've been able to then bring on people to support me, like social media gurus, marketing gurus, personal assistants, VAs, chefs, house cleaners, nannies, etc. And the more support that I have, the more I can invest back into myself and into my business. So where do you start with support? Do you start in your business, with your health, with your relationships, with your friends, with your marketing in your business? You guys, I think you start building everywhere. You start building your support systems in all areas now, and you do it slowly, one step at a time. And remember, like I subtly mentioned before, that support systems also mean that you give. You don't just take, right? I might send my daughter over to a play date, but I will also take play dates as well at my house, right? I might send somebody food when they need it, and I enjoy it when somebody takes my family out too when I'm not around, right? So it's a give and a take. And one of the most important things that you can't forget is yourself. You have given yourself and your energy to your family over the summer, which is awesome. And sometimes it feels like all the time, but you also have to give something back to yourself. What is it going to be? Are you going to sleep in one morning a week? Are you going to go to bed one morning a week? Are you going to indulge in your favorite TV show? Are you going to go get a manicure and a pedicure, go take a yoga class? What is it going to be that you don't have to feel guilty about? Because in order for you to be the best for yourself and your family, you're going to have to be a little selfish with your time and focus on yourself. I mean, some of the things that I do is I go to bed earlier so I can get up earlier. Even on vacation, I go for a run before my kids and my husband wake up. So by the time they wake up, I can be here to help. I go enjoy my coffee before they wake up in the morning. I go get a manicure and a pedicure if I want it. I tell my husband, hey, I'm coming down here and I'm doing my yoga retreat once a year. And you know what? You can either keep the kids at home and deal with them 4 days a year, or you can all come down with me, and for 5 hours a day for 4 days, this is what's going to happen. I'm giving myself my me time. Or I'm going to get those kids their baths earlier in the day or earlier in the evening, and I'm going to indulge in my cheesy TV shows at night and just get to relax. I give myself my me time, and I don't ever not. Being selfish from time to time is a good thing, and you have to stop feeling bad about it. And you also have to stop thinking that you can do it all. You can't. You got to rely on other people. So let's talk about making some me time. Sometimes you literally have to map out a schedule where you can have your me time over the next few weeks and months. I actually calendar it. I put it in my diary. And me time doesn't have to mean something extravagant like a week-long spa treatment, even though that would be nice. And it doesn't have to be about taking an elaborate vacation, but it's just about going out and having that little time to yourself, just like I talked about, a yoga class, a meditation, an early to bed, early to rise, a cup of coffee or tea, sitting at home on the couch and reading a book or watching your show. It's the small thing that makes a huge difference in your life. And a mental health tip as well, taking time to calm your mind and your body are essential to regaining focus and clarity. And being a big proponent of essential oils, by the way, I have to tell you a little about my emotions kit that I use on a daily basis, which is vital in helping me achieve balance internally. I love these 6 oils, 6 different blends that help deal with all different emotions. It's my secret sauce, you guys, as a momtrepreneur. And I keep them everywhere. Like I have this emotions kit in my purse. I have it in my office. I have it in my bedroom. I have 3 of them around the house. Because we all experience the car line of rambunctious kids, laundry, and this thing called life. And so these can be little savers, just FYI, for women on the go who need balance, peace, serenity, calmness, passion, and a little motivation. But now that you've set your goals, create a support system, and you found time for yourself, you're probably wondering, well, how do I do that? And then what is next? Well, the next thing, you guys, is actually taking action. If you want to see a change, if you want result, then action has to happen. And as moms and dads, there never seems to be enough time. And if we don't make an effort and take action and create new habits, then we'll end up stuck in the same place we've always been. And you have to ask yourself, where do you want to be a year from now? Where do you want to be 3 to 5 years from now? Because what you're doing today is going to dictate the next few years of your life. The perfect time to take action is now. And the seasons are about to change any minute. The kids are going back to school. And you have this present moment to make a huge positive change in your life by making these small changes today. So 6 key points on 6 weeks to success. These are the 6 components on becoming, in my opinion, what is the whole you momtrepreneur. Changing your limiting belief systems, number 1. Changing your life vision or creating a new one, your attitude, looking for the signs, sharing your story, and stealing the moments. So I've got a course I created for you, and I'm going to share my system and my approach as to how I have created a successful online business while still being there for my kids and for my husband. And in my course, you're going to learn my system and my whole approach to being a mom entrepreneur. How to create goals, stay focused, and yet still be flexible when you have unexpected disruptions such as sick child at home, you have issues with your holiday bookings, plumbing emergencies, and other mom stuff. You're going to learn how to be a successful mom entrepreneur, but still be there for your partner and your kids. You're going to learn how to stay organized and run your business from your own house. You're going to learn how to have greater self-belief and confidence. You're going to learn how to take better care of yourself so you keep your sanity and you don't feel overwhelmed and burnt out. And you'll know that it is possible to be the matriarch and still run a successful business. So you guys come join me. It's going to be super fun and super powerful. This is my whole Momtrepreneur course, 6 Weeks to Success at wholemomtrepreneur.com. I really look forward to having you with me. I love working with women. I love teaching you guys and mentoring you guys to be mom entrepreneurs. What is better than that? And what's better than being a mom? And as usual, if you want to come visit me, come over to HaleyHobson.com. Have a great one, you guys. Happy momming.